Welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us over some really interesting stuff about Elect Sounds Radio.
Yeah, their press kit. Looks like they've got a clear message.
Exactly. And what we want to do today is really get under the hood of this station, figure out the key things.
What makes it tick?
Yeah, what makes it tick, and maybe more importantly, what makes it stand out. So let's try and unpack this.
That's good.
Okay, so at its core, Elect Sounds Radio, or ESR, they call themselves ESR, it's a premium online radio station.
Right, but not just any station.
No, definitely not. It's super focused, playing specifically Hebrew Israelite music. And it's broadcasting 24/7, so it's like a truly dedicated space for this very specific genre.
It really is. That level of dedication, broadcasting around the clock, it says a lot.
It does, doesn't it? About their commitment to this music and, well, making it always available for listeners.
Yeah, it's more than just like a playlist someone threw together. It feels like a platform, a living thing.
Exactly. And when you look at their mission, it's clear this isn't just about, the sound itself.
Mm-hmm.
Their aim is to amplify these artists, the ones making this YAHUAH-focused music.
And globally, right. That's a big part of it.
Globally, yeah. They want to connect the music really deeply with personal faith and even community empowerment.
So it's got layers, not just entertainment.
Not at all. It's meant to uplift, inspire, empower,
Yeah.
even encourage things like repentance and reconciliation. Some pretty powerful intentions there.
That's fascinating. Using music as this, well, potent tool for cultural and spiritual stuff.
Right.
Their mission statement definitely goes beyond just playing tunes. It suggests like a deeper purpose in building community, shared values, all through this specific music.
Makes you think, yeah, how music's always done that historically.
Totally, that unifying role.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the world's got a million audio options, right? What makes ESR stand out? What's their unique calling card?
Good question. What do they highlight?
Well, the first thing they really push is their 2047 Kingdom sound.
The constant stream.
Yeah, this continuous flow of their specific music. And they make a point of saying it's intentionally free from mainstream influence.
Okay, so they're carving out their own space. Deliberately separate.
Totally. And interestingly, they focus on urban sounds aimed at the 35 to 55 age group within their community.
Huh. Is that what you expect?
Yeah.
The demographic
It's
focus.
specific, isn't it?
It is. That targeted approach is pretty strategic, though. Focusing on that age group, that sound, they're likely building a very loyal base there.
Makes sense.
And that choice, excluding mainstream stuff, it signals, a strong commitment to the authenticity of the genre, its message. That could be a huge draw.
For listeners looking for exactly that.
Exactly. It kind of raises questions about, like, musical purity and cultural preservation for them.
And it seems like that focus is working for them because they also highlight their global reach.
Ah, yeah. How far does it reach?
They mention listeners in over 50 countries. And growing by about 3,000 new monthly listeners. That's a pretty big footprint.
That really is impressive, especially for such a niche station.
Right. It suggests they're tapping into a real desire for this music, all over the world.
It really speaks to the power of online broadcasting, doesn't it? Crossing borders, connecting people through faith and music, no matter where they are.
Absolutely. Before the internet, this would have been so much harder, if not impossible.
For sure. Makes you wonder about the logistics, though. Managing a global audience like that.
Yeah, good point. Another key thing they stress is independent artist support.
Okay, so helping the artists themselves.
Yeah, they really see themselves as a vital platform for Hebrew artists to, grow their audience.
That's so important. Artists outside the mainstream often struggle just to get heard.
Totally.
Yeah.
What does that say about, the usual music industry gatekeepers for this genre?
Well, providing that platform is a huge service. Not just for the artists, giving them a voice, but for the whole musical community. It fosters creativity, lets these voices get out there. It really underlines why dedicated spaces for niche art are so crucial.
And it's not just playing the music either. They also actively focus on supporting Hebrew businesses.
Oh, interesting. How so?
They aim to help with marketing, with growth, kind of fostering this community ecosystem.
Where the station and the businesses sort of support each other.
Exactly. Mutually beneficial.
That's quite insightful. A holistic approach.
Yeah.
It shows ESR sees itself as more than just a music source.
Right.
It's like they're nurturing this whole community around shared values, culture, spirit, and strengthening it by supporting the businesses too.
Yeah. And they actually frame ESR. They don't just call it a radio station. They call it a community movement.
Wow. Okay. That's a strong statement.
with a mission to, quote, restore sound doctrine through music. That really elevates things beyond just entertainment.
Or even just art. It suggests the music is meant to have a real impact on beliefs, understanding.
Definitely.
That's a powerful purpose. Positioning themselves as part of a movement, that's got to be motivating. For the artists, for the listeners.
Or everyone involved, yeah.
It suggests the music isn't just for background noise. It's meant to resonate deeper, maybe even transformatively.
Okay, so let's look at the actual services ESR provides. It's more comprehensive than just the 24/7 stream.
All right, what else is in the package?
Well, obviously the 247 radio broadcasting, which, thanks to the internet, is worldwide streaming. Tune in from anywhere.
That global access is absolutely key, isn't it? For reaching that worldwide audience they talk about, streaming just breaks down those barriers.
Totally democratizes it. Then they also do artist promotion and interviews.
Ah, nice. Giving artists a spotlight.
Yeah, exclusive opportunities for them to share their stories, connect with listeners more personally.
That kind of feature is so valuable, building that direct artist-audience relationship, sharing the meaning behind the music, adds a real personal layer.
Definitely. And for the artists themselves, if they're looking to, hone their craft. Yeah. ESR offers music reviews and feedback, professional insights to help them develop their sound.
That's fantastic. A great resource, especially for independent artists who might not have other ways to get that kind of critique. Shows a real commitment to artistic growth in their community.
Yeah, absolutely. They also offer custom radio drops and commercials.
Okay, so production services too.
Yeah, catering to artists, businesses, even ministries who want, high-quality audio branding or ads on the station.
Makes sense. It's practical. Supports the community economically, maybe helps fund the station too.
Win-win.
And it lets those community businesses reach a really targeted audience, right?
Yeah.
Through a platform they already trust. Smart ecosystem building.
Right. And finally, they provide digital marketing for artists and businesses.
Oh, wow. Helping them online, too.
Yeah, expanding their reach, their visibility, using tailored online strategies, which, let's be honest, in today's world,
It's essential. Absolutely crucial. Having a strong online game.
yeah, offering that service adds huge value, helps them navigate the whole complex digital thing. Okay, now ESR also laid out 5 key talking points, things they really want media and influencers to get about them. It sort of sums up their core identity.
All right, what are they? The elevator pitch, basically.
Kind of, yeah. First is simply premium Hebrew Israelite music station, positioning themselves as the leading destination for this genre.
Clear and concise. Sets the expectation for quality and focus right away.
Second, 24/7 nonstop kingdom sound. Again, hitting that unique dedicated stream you can always access.
Repetition drives it home. That constant availability is a big selling point, I bet. Hammering home what makes them different.
Third point, empowering independent Hebrew artists, highlighting their active role, giving these artists that global platform.
Yeah, it connects back to that artist's support value. It's mission-driven, not just about playing tracks. Speaks to their understanding of indie artist challenges.
Fourth, expanding the Hebrew music movement, emphasizing their fast growth, that worldwide listener base.
Creates that sense of momentum, right? Like you're part of something growing, reaching people everywhere, encouraging for listeners and partners.
Totally. And finally, number 5, they just state they are the go-to destination for Hebrew music.
Bold statement,
Confident.
very confident, really solidifies their position in that specific space.
It's strong. Reinforces their leadership claim in the niche. It would be interesting, though, to know how they measure being the go-to, but the growth is definitely impressive.
So, okay, if someone's listening now and this sparks their interest, how can they actually engage with Elect Sounds Radio?
Yeah, the practical steps.
Well, the most direct way is just listen now. Go to their website, electsoundsradio.com. Simple enough.
Good. Easy access is key.
They also gave a direct link to their radio player. We'll make sure those links are easy to find in the show notes.
Perfect. Removing barriers, letting people just click and listen immediately. That's how you get new listeners.
Right. And if you're maybe an artist or a business thinking about partnerships or features, how do you reach out?
You can email them directly. The address is electsoundsradio@gmail.com.
Straightforward.
And of course, social media.
Gotta be where the people are.
Keep updated on news, music releases, community happenings. Social media is just vital for that community building and engagement now.
Totally. Real-time interaction, sharing updates directly, essential.
And their tagline is pretty concise, kind of inviting. Tune into your lifestyle.
Tune into your lifestyle. Broad, But inclusive, maybe.
Yeah, suggests the music can just fit into, various parts of your daily life. Seamless integration.
It's relatable.
Yeah.
Tries to say it's not just for one specific moment, but like part of your personal soundtrack.
So just to wrap it all up, Alexa Sounds Radio seems like this really focused, dedicated global platform for Hebrew Israelite music.
Definitely focused.
And they're doing more than just broadcasting, right? They're actively supporting artists, businesses within that community.
All driven by that clear mission, rooted in their faith and that very specific sound.
It really is like a whole ecosystem they're building there.
Precisely. What's really compelling is that mix, faith, music, community support, global reach. All together, it's a very defined niche they're serving.
But they're doing it with a real sense of purpose and this multifaceted strategy.
Yeah, very clear strategy.
And it really makes you wonder, considering that global reach, that strong focus on a specific musical and spiritual message, what's the potential long-term impact? Like, what could a platform like ESR do for cultural preservation or community building, especially across all these different places?
That's a really thought-provoking question to leave people with.
Yeah, definitely something to mull over. And, if anyone's curiosity is piqued, wants to explore, all those links are there, website, socials.
Indeed. It raises some fascinating questions about how these niche online platforms can, foster connection and strengthen identity in our super-connected world today.